Okay. Welcome back. No preamble, because no one's here. But last time we left off, finished Novaria. And this time, I think we're just gonna get right to it and go straight to Pharos. Just need to remember where the hell Pharos is. Oh my god. I have so many missions available right now. Pinnacle Station. Ah, there's Pharos. I know a lot of these planets and stuff. I don't know the systems, like the clusters and the actual systems. I don't. I've never bothered to actually learn. Which is to my detriment, because there's a lot of really cool planets that I'll read the description and then I'll never find it again. When it comes to Pharos, it's mainly... Like, Novaria was a mix of Geth and Rachni, and Biotics, but Pharos is pretty much... It is almost entirely Geth, except for the Thorium. God, my head is just not working. But because it's Geth, we're going to bring Tali and Garrus. Oh yeah, that's something I was going to look up too. I don't know if it actually is. Okay. Military ranks. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I was right. Enlisted, servicemen. Okay, so... Divide between naval personnel grand forces is small. Okay, but again, okay. Ashley is a gunnery chief. She's an NCO. And then in Mass Effect 2, I believe she actually made operations chief. But then in Mass Effect 3, she becomes a lieutenant commander. Which is just bizarre. And how is a captain equivalent to a major? That bothers me. It also bothers me that Caden becomes a major. But in the real military, that's not... Okay, whatever. I'm gonna...
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
I'm gonna stop because it's gonna make me angry.
Logged. The
Just
commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Nonsense on the military ranks in this is going to upset me.
We saw your ship. Fidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They are making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter. Look out! Take him out!
You know what, actually... I don't like Garrus having a helmet on. I really don't. As much as I prefer having a helmet on in combat, because not having one on is dumb. That's why I like Shepard's, you know, 3/4 helmet that, as long as you don't have the breather on, he's good. You know, because you can see his whole face. He emotes. He acts.
Head to the tunnels. Make sure...
Those Geth are bloody dangerous.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Why does he, like, his facial structure, as kind of odd as it is, I don't know, I feel like I've seen one like it before, but I don't know.
I don't want to die! Please, don't let me die! Negative contact. Should update Vidan on the situation before we move on to wherever the Geth are bunker. It's the closest thing left to proper channel.
So Pharos is another one where the bad solution is pretty obvious. Like, but I don't know. If you really want it to be fully tragic, I think the best thing to actually do is to actually help the colonists at first.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
I just did what I had to.
Well, I'm glad you're on our side, then.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
What do they want?
If you want answers, go ask them yourselves.
We don't know what they're
God,
after.
I don't
they
like
came,
her.
They attacked us, that's all we know.
Why are so many
Their main
characters,
base is at the
especially
Exogeny
female characters
headquarters.
in this game, just
A good
so
place to start
abrasive?
looking if you want answers.
How do I get there?
The Skyway leads directly to Exogeny headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
We'll get going then.
Good luck, Commander.
Oh wait, that's another thing.
Commander, what can I do for you?
There we go.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
We need those Geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. There are still Geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Do you have information about Geth in the lower tunnels?
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely guarding a transmitter to coordinate attacks. It's not a critical threat right now, but getting rid of that transmitter will help us defend against further attacks.
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do.
You mentioned something about a food shortage.
Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
So this is going to be one of the areas where you actually do, excuse me, actually do
You're the one who repelled
some
that last
extra
wave.
stuff, right?
They'll
Some
be back.
actual side
And if
missions.
the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I have a ship. I could bring in supplies from off-world.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses.
I have to go.
So long, Commander.
God, sometimes you get out of a conversation and it just, the way the camera
Commander,
moves just
I was told to
throws
make my
everything
supplies
off.
available to you if you wish.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few...
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building was one of the first to fall under Geth control. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
Okay, I know she's been in a lot, but I'm gonna look this up because I can't remember the character's name. The thing I will always remember her from. Cast. There we go. As told by Ginger Miranda. She's yeah, when I hear her voice.
I have a ship fueled and ready to go. I could bring water in.
Unless you plan to make a trip every few days, that wouldn't really solve our problem. We need to be self-sufficient.
I have to go.
I wish you luck. I'm not the best shot, but I'll do what I can.
Okay. So like I said, we're gonna help these colonists. We're gonna get them water and food and power, and we're gonna make things good for them. Oh, it's not gonna last. Nothing ever does, but.
Oh god! They're everywhere!
All targets down.
This valve looks like part of a large... There are likely others we need to activate as well.
All targets down. There's another one. Doesn't look like it's been
You know,
activated yet.
that's one thing about this is, you know, they say, oh yeah, you can help the colonists, we need these 3 problems solved, but going down here, they're literally all right in line. Like, there's no need to actually explore or deviate any further. And that's the alpha male of the Varen pack.
Beasts. Their only targets were the colony survivors.
And then right up here, power cells from this vehicle. Because we get those two valves from the water, which the third one is literally just right down here.
Hostile contact!
There we go. Food, power, water.
There.
All done.
That did it. The system is active.
Area secure.
Then for bonus points, we get this guy.
You don't want to go down there.
You're not stopping me.
Maybe I will stop you. How would you like that? No! That was a good one. Very intense.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for. Looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Ah! Ah! Trying to get to the...
This one is no longer fit. We should leave him.
Maybe I should just put him out of his misery.
I've thought about that several times. I'd rather die fighting.
I could help you if you told me what you're fighting.
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle... Time's up. Company's coming. Ask Faidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
Heads up.
I won't do it. I won't. I can't. I won't.
I don't think it's this one yet. So now we backtrack a little bit, and we can take care of the last problem for the colonists. He's Geth.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Yeah, it's really not hard to
The
do
transmitter
all
is helping
these
them communicate. We must destroy it.
side stuff here.
Watch out!
This here is exactly why I would never do the Pinnacle Station DLC while streaming, because that whole DLC, in addition to not having any effect on the story at all, other than one reference to Ahern in a note in Mass Effect 3, is just constant, pointless fighting. There's a lot of Geth bodies.
Negative contact.
destroy that transmitter before they overwhelm us. I think we're good, Shepard.
There we go.
I think we managed to stop them.
That was close. I didn't think they'd ever stop coming.
I mean, granted, all of this is a lot more difficult if you're not using mods, just because, well, not using mods and you don't have your... Actually, I don't think any of my mods actually make this easier. Yeah. It's literally, if you're playing on a higher difficulty and you're not level 60 with everything maxed out, yeah, it's more difficult. But like I said, I've played this game... Mass Effect 1 I've played literally dozens of times. Like, multiple dozens of times. 2 a few times less, and 3 a few times less, just by virtue of I had Mass Effect 1 when it came out, Mass Effect 2 came out later, and 3 came out even later. Hi! How's it going? I am doing Pharos. Yes, it's a good movie. It was very long, though. Need a lot of intermissions. It's almost as long as Avatar: The Way of Water. Almost. At least that movie felt longer.
Commander, what can I do for you?
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels. They won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Oh, datapad. Just another side mission.
Hello again, Commander.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much, I know, but it's all we can spare.
I love that video. If you're talking about the same one that I am. Hang on. Now I gotta find that video. Yeah, okay. Now I've bookmarked that video so I can watch it later. Rex?
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up.
The pause between Shepard and Rex there is what really makes that.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
I knew they'd turn up eventually.
But that doesn't happen until Mass Effect 2.
Some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll have this colony up and running.
The water started running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume. Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to
that's right. You weren't here when I said that character.
Thank you again.
Maka Doyle. Her voice is familiar, right? Because it's the same as the voice actor for this character. As told by Ginger. You remember that? I know you do. Yes, she spoiled everything.
Commander, what can I do for you?
There's a guy living down
Who
in the
does
tunnels.
that
Is he one
show
of
is
yours?
so good.
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He hasn't been the same since the attack. We tried to help him, but he wouldn't listen to us. I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander.
Don't you have medical supplies? Something to help him?
I wish it was that simple. Ian was a good man I'd like to have with us. Please, Commander. I'd prefer not to talk about it anymore.
Tell me about
Life is hard and often brutal, even with... But Despite everything, good luck, Commander.
Okay. So now we've helped the colony. They will flourish, right? Their food, water, and power problems are all solved, and the Geth are gone. So they have nothing more to worry about. Right?
Watch out! I don't know how much more I can take.
Also love how the colony just happens to have a Mako just
And
sitting
now
around.
to the Geth base. Something an intelligent mind expects to say. Picking up a comm signal. It's too weak to pinpoint, but there's definitely someone out.
More chatter, Commander Shepard. I still can't get a
maybe?
fix on the location.
Any sign of movement?
Yes.
Elizabeth could still be in there.
Absolutely, I am. Spoilers, though.
I'll wait as long as I have to.
I mean, not that I haven't been revealing spoilers literally every time I've played. There we go. The atmosphere on Pharos, I think, is probably my favorite mission in the first game. I mean, just, it's a ruins of an old Prothean city. There's battle going on. The fact that it's like constant, I mean, it's not sunset, but it's got that lighting. I do love the setting of this mission. I do wish more missions in Mass Effect 1 just took advantage of, like, alien scenescapes.
Not one of the Geth. They're coming right for us. Damn it. Is this comm unshielded? Son of a bitch.
We seem to have caused some concern.
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Commander Shepard, I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left
I have a
on this
niece named
planet.
Juliana.
Fidan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving, but the Geth really hit them hard.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
Are we getting close to their base?
You're almost there. They're holed up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further down the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
Shut up.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
That was something that I thought Mass Effect just did in general really well, was atmosphere and the scenes, like just the general feel. You know, the look, the feel, everything. And it's one of the reasons why Mass Effect 2 is still pretty much my favorite game. I mean, Halo CE is still my favorite game, but Mass Effect 2 had so many scenes with really great atmosphere. I really cannot wait until
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
I love Mass Effect 1,
And please
but
remember, if you see my
2 is just, I think, a better
I was
game.
hoping you'd have a moment to speak.
It's still
with
my
me.
favorite of the
I've got a bit of
trilogy,
a
at
problem.
least.
Everybody wants something. Hurry up about it.
Fair enough. I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
I'm listening.
Good. Good. Poking
What
around.
is it about you that makes people assume we enjoy being in harm's way?
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at Exogeny headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
Yeah,
Time to get moving.
Just keep in
2
mind
had
what I
a
say.
lot of things that were just done better. 1 was good. I really enjoyed Mass Effect 1. But 2, it felt more open. The fact that I mean, other than the final bit, there's not a whole lot of sections where you're really driven to finish it right away. I mean, there's more characters, there's more conversations. And my unpopular opinion is I actually love the Normandy SR2, the one that Cerberus built. I'm not actually a huge fan of the Normandy from Mass Effect 3. It's fine, but I actually like walking around the Cerberus one better.
We're leaving now.
Wait! Shut down the comm! We've got incoming Geth! Damn it! Shut down the comm!
This was also something that was just kind of never explained. Like, who are these guys and what the hell were they doing down here? Maybe it was explained and I just am not privy to whatever was going on. Man, I'm telling you, Jack's fine, but you're not gonna like me. Besides, in this playthrough, I can already tell you exactly who I'm going to romance, and it's not going to be Jack.
The Geth certainly don't waste time moving in.
Resistance will be extremely heavy once we are inside.
Gotcha, you jumpy little bastard.
We can't scratch this field. We need another way in. This looks like a one-way drop, Commander.
And gonna get shot.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Varen.
My least favorite character besides Council? Jacob Taylor. It's Jacob Taylor. In fact, I would say I would put Jacob below the Council. I hate Jacob. I hate Jacob. Jacob is just, he's the worst freaking character in the entire series. And it's nothing against his voice actor, but he is written so badly. He has no personality. He's given nothing to do. He is wrong at every single point. Everything he says is wrong. I will, you know what? Hang on. I'm going to find, there's a video, and I want you specifically to watch it. I want you specifically to watch this video that I'm going to send in the chat here. You don't even have to stick around. You could go watch that and come back if you want. I don't care, but at some point, you gotta watch that 22-minute video because Pikmin Wolf, who does a couple other videos that I've watched. I'm not subscribed, but he does some good videos.
Who are you, and what are you doing in here?
But Jacob is just the fucking worst. The worst character in the whole freaking series.
Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
I'll fight my way through the Geth soon enough.
It's not the Geth, it's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
I'm here for the Geth. If you know something, tell me.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
Thorian? What is that exactly?
It's an indigenous life form. Exogeny was studying it.
I need more information. I need to know why the Geth are after this Thorian.
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Any suggestions?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've
Mark
noticed the Geth
Mears'
line power cables everywhere.
delivery is so good.
Cables, but there's
Any
Geth all over the
suggestions?
All right, I'll look into it. Stay put until the field is down.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. I'll just find a small hole to hide in until the field is down. Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors. Good luck with that field.
Matriarch Benezia is... I mean, if you want my thoughts on Matriarch Benezia, the last stream I did, I actually talked about it. Because I did Noveria. I already did Noveria. I don't really like Benezia all that much, but I do think Marina Sirtis does a good job as Benezia. I think that it's kind of sucky that she got so little to do in this game, because I actually think she did a really good job as Benezia.
Stupid machine! Access encrypted files! No, I don't want to review protocol. Can't you straighten this thing out?
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption, or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Oh, good.
Man, he didn't last long.
Exogeny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
How do you know I'm Lisbeth?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Bainham. Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on Species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zoo's Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
ExoGeni knew all along what would happen to those people.
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of Species 37.
Your pilot should be warned.
Joker. Come in, Joker. Damn it, that field's blocking us.
We need to drop that field and get back to Zoo's Hope.
BI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
Please access my personal files.
Elizabeth Bainham, Research Assistant, Biomedical Division, Security Level 4 exemption. You are currently under probation due to disagreements with management over established company policy. These sanctions may be lifted if your next evaluation is more agreeable.
What triggered the probation?
You were marked as combative about the operations of the Zoo's Hope project, specifically regarding the handling of the infected colonists. As a result, you were tasked with monitoring the safety of the colonists for the duration of the observation.
Tell me about the Thorian.
Species 37 was discovered several weeks ago when a small team was infected with spores while examining ruins near the Zoo's Hope outpost. The outpost was quarantined immediately, and study of the infection began. Within 21 days, 58% of colonists exhibited altered behavior. Within 28 days, 85%.
Where's the center of this thing?
The Thorian is present as a weave of tendrils across much of the lower surface of Pharos. Observation of enslaved subjects suggests there may be key clusters that are tended by thralls. Unfortunately, direct observation of Species 37 is limited, or non-existent.
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode.
I like how this doesn't just happen in Mass Effect 1, but in 2, it's especially bad. But occasionally, if Shepard's looking at something when you sprint, he'll just be running with his head, like, turned to one side, which is kind of hilarious.
The Geth used these claws to anchor their ships to the sides of buildings.
The Geth don't waste much finessing their landings. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
It will be difficult. We can check the other claws for weaknesses, but the Geth are very thorough.
This place seems almost peaceful. Do you think the Geth were using this room as some kind of religious temple?
The Geth blur the line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume they seek understanding from a higher power.
Easy peasy.
Same as before, we don't have the ordnance to blow this claw. Let's keep looking. Shepard, a containment lab of some kind.
It may be helpful. If we can dislodge even one claw, the ship may fall.
Okay, now I spent all that time talking about the puzzle on Noveria at Mira's core. This puzzle I actually just fucking hate. Although, it's not as bad as, like, Mike Burnfire did a playthrough of this with Zach Hazard, and he just could not get this at all. Yeah, you need to get the PSI above, like, 31 to 34. It's pretty clear. But then it gives you a bunch of switches with different values, and you just kind of have to add them up to 31 to 34. And I hate that. Yeah, 13, 24, plus 7, 31.
Very good. The field barring the exit will be down. Now we can go deal with the Storian creature. I hope that ship was full of those Geth bastards.
Keep your guard up. There still might be a few Geth inside the base.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
We're leaving. But let's rid this place of those damn synthetics before we go.
And before we leave, we're going to go over this way. Once again, super easy. Barely an inconvenience, one might say.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
You said you didn't know about the Thorian. I don't like being lied to.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
Just tell me where I can find the Thorian. No more lies.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
What bothers me is why the Geth were after the Thorian in the first place.
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that chance. Go.
Is there anybody? Is there anyone picking this up?
What was that all about?
The first time I played this game, the very first time I played this, I actually did not meet the Exogeny people until I was on my way back, because I did not notice that opening there. I didn't meet Juliana or Ethan Jeong because I didn't notice this area.
Stop! Stop! They're over!
You can't do this, John.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know what happened on Akuz. This doesn't have to end like that.
I like how Shepard just, when Jeong says, "Come out here," he just saunters out like, "Oh well, here we go."
Not this time, Jeong. You need to back down and let them go.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jeong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
You're after the one unique thing Pharos has, the Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's Hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jeong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
You've gone way too far. This ends now.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on!
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
I shot him in the
my
face.
fault.
Thank you very
I
much.
knew what was going on, and I didn't do anything.
Don't you start.
No
You
one
do
got
good
shot in the
work,
back
and
there.
you know it. So what now, Commander?
Oh, even if I did shoot him in the back.
I need to find out
Wouldn't
why
care.
the Geth are after the Thorian.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first. They're under its control.
Anything that gets between me and my goal is fair game.
There's gotta be another way.
I think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
We might be able to adapt a concussion grenade to deploy it.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
Yeah, totally
Stay out of your way until you clear a path.
do what I can. Oh yeah, I can give this
Any
guy
luck
his stuff
finding my
back.
workstation out in the ruins?
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed. Thank you.
Just give me my credits and I'll be on my way.
You bet. Thanks for all your help, Commander.
What was that creature? It certainly wasn't human.
I want a clean sweep. Nothing hostile lives to take a second shot.
What about the nerve grenades we acquired? We could potentially incapacitate the colonists.
We don't have time to waste on these people. There's a galaxy at stake.
Very well. It is regrettable, but it is your decision.
Yeah, we're gonna promise Juliana and Elizabeth, and then we're gonna turn around and, yeah, we're gonna make things bad. What's funny is that, well, not funny, but you can do this mission, equip the anti-thorium gas to your grenades, and you can save colonists. But, and this is my frustration with this mission, especially if you do it early on a first playthrough, is unless you buy the grenade upgrades where you can equip, 8 grenades, you will run out of grenades very quickly, and it's very frustrating because there's a couple boxes to get more grenades, but they're actually past the area where you would have run out of grenades to start with. And I find that very frustrating because how hard would it be to just, put a box here, put a box. They could have left more boxes for grenade refills. And I find that frustrating. So you can do this, and you can only save like 5 colonists. You can save 10. You can save all but 1. Which is, I kind of like because it's not an all or nothing thing, but at the same time it's also very frustrating because grenade! But not an anti-Thorian gas grenade.
Protecting the ship. We've got to.
See, there's an upgrade kit with more grenades. But it's... You have to be very careful with your grenades when you do this. Like, you can't waste any grenades on the regular Thorian creepers at all.
There's a crank.
There we go. I think there was even another upgrade kit back here somewhere. Not that it really matters all that much, but... Or maybe not. Either way. So yeah, we went through all that effort to save the colony and then killed everyone in the colony.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!
And there's the last colonist. Shame. So there's no sole survivor like there was for Mindor. Everyone just dies this time. I love this song. He had 38 renegade points for that.
Alright, we just need to find this creature and determine what it... Kira, what is that?
Nothing's ever simple, is it?
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
You enslaved the colonists. You destroyed their minds. I don't know what Saren wanted with you, but I just want you dead.
The Thorian is a piece of this world, extending across the land and back through the ages. You can no more kill it than cut the sky. Your blood will feed you.
It seems it has over here.
We've stunned. I'm sure of that. We need to find more of these things.
The Thorian is one of those things that I was always disappointed. Like, it's literally only here in Mass Effect 1. There's nothing you can do to change the outcome of this. It will die. Regardless of what you choose, regardless of your dialogue choices, it will die. I was always a little disappointed with that. Not that this Thorian, you know, needed a different outcome, but I do wish that they would have included some kind of different outcome for, or incorporated the Thorian in some other way, like had another Thorian at some point. It's a creature that it's unique in Mass Effect, and it's really cool. Like, it's a plant that it's a sentient plant that can control people. God, get out of the way. I really like the Thorian as a concept. Tali, get the fuck out of the goddamn way, Jesus. What the hell? Oh, I'm blind. There we go. Is it any wonder that I really prefer to just play this game on easier mode? Again, I can play on a harder. I've done it. I just don't particularly find the combat to be all that satisfying. I actually did kind of like the combat in Andromeda.
I'm free.
For all the problems and glitches.
I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
How do I know this isn't some kind of trick?
This is no trick. The Thorian is dead, and I am myself again. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
You chose to side with Saren. So did Matriarch Benezia.
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Shiala is another character who I just really enjoy. For being a background character, I think she's got charisma, and I did like how they brought her back in Mass Effect 2. And then, granted, it was just a message, but also Mass Effect 3, there's a little check-in. I really like her. And I'm not just saying that because I got a thing for the Asari. I might have a thing for the Asari, but that's... it's not the point.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Then why were the Geth trying to destroy the Thorian?
After Saren had what he needed, the Thorian became a liability. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
You taught Saren, you can teach me.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths.
It's a mind meld.
Let go of your physical shell.
My mind to your mind,
Reach out to
your
grasp
thoughts
the
to
threads
my
that bind
thoughts.
us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind.
See, the Vulcans were much more
Each
succinct when it came to
emotion must
this.
mark another's
I don't-
spirit.
It's one thing
We
I
are
don't
all
like about the
connected.
Asari. They love to hear
Every
themselves
living
talk
being
when it comes to
united in a
this.
single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Looking at me like that for? The hell?
I have
Creepy.
given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What was that? Commander Shepard, are you all right?
I saw... something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship, Commander. Medical needs to know about this.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I am grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
And see, that's what I'm talking about, is outside of this one encounter, the Thorian is completely gone. Does not come back in 2 or 3. There's no way to change that outcome. And I don't know, I just felt like there was potential there for it or another version of its species somehow to tie in with the larger narrative. And who knows, maybe when they do Mass Effect 4, finally finish that, they'll actually do something with it. I don't know.
Do you know what the conduit is? Or where it is?
No, I'm sorry. All I know is that Saren believes the conduit was the key to the Prothean extinction.
Then whatever it is, we cannot let him have it.
You have the cipher. In time, your visions will clear. They will lead you to the conduit. I only pray you find it before Saren does.
You were allied with Saren. For all I know, you still are. I can't just let you walk away.
Your suspicions are understandable, but you freed me from the Thorian and from Saren. I am on your side now. If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering.
This is another one I just don't feel
like
good about.
You
Feel
change
icky.
sides too often. I have no choice. You must die.
So be it. If this is the fate you feel I deserve, then I will not resist.
I don't like it. That feels icky.
You tried to do for us. Saved a few. It's more than most would have done. Anyway, thanks. We'll start again. Just not here.
I didn't try to save anybody. Everyone died. Everyone died. So that's Pharos. Ah. Ooh. That won't hurt my neck. One thing I didn't particularly like is when you finish Noveria, as soon as you leave the research facility, you take the tram back to the base facility, you just go straight to the Normandy. This one, granted, I get the colony is literally just down the hall, but I don't know, it's uneven that way. I would have preferred if they would have just taken straight to the Normandy.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
I just need some time to let this cipher do its thing.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander.
Embrace eternity.
Another thing I don't like is this vision cutscene never changes. You never actually get a clearer version of it. It's all just still a jumble of images.
That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
Okay, so that's... The vision is still just a mess of images, which, okay, to a certain extent makes sense, right? Because like she said, the original beacon was damaged. The message wasn't complete. Okay, fine. But what I would have liked to have seen instead was, okay, the first one can be just a jumble of random images, you know, that make absolutely no sense. But with each, you know, getting the cipher, getting the second beacon on Furmire, like, with each bit, it should have gotten more clear. You know, even if it wasn't, like, totally, okay, we're going to spell out the exact message, I should be able to tell something. But as it is, it doesn't matter at what point in the game that you're rewatching that the vision... Excuse me, damn. It doesn't matter at what point in the game you're watching the vision, it's still just a mess of images that mean virtually nothing.
You must have seen something.
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision. What was there, at least. But something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... oh. I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, is this some kind of game? Are you calling in a report just so you can cut us off again?
You know it.
That never gets old, does it?
Yeah, I know, it's juvenile. I don't care. I really don't care. Let's go see what Joker has to say.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Yeah, see here, he's just looking down and to the right, like it's... I don't know what it is about his run animation that does that. Like, it was there in the original game, it's there in the original Mass Effect 2, it's here in Legendary Edition 1, it's in Legendary Edition 2. I don't understand what it is about the animations or the engine that does that.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. There's gotta be some xenobiologists who want to read about the Thorian.
All in triplicate, I'm sure. Did you want to see me?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
Don't tell me you and Vernus hugged on graduation day.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt a girl, broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
Tapping that deep must have shocked the hell out of you.
Not as much as it shocked Vernus. It killed him. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
How can you not like Kate?
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. One of my cousins has an agribusiness. I was thinking of calling him. Maybe he can get some shipments into Pharos. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Unfortunately, Dr. Chakwas doesn't even have after-mission dialogue. At least not in Mass Effect 1.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Has your opinion changed at all?
It has. I have been watching you and your crew. It has taught me a lot about your species. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You can't argue with results.
No, but there are consequences. Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as a bully. You run over anyone who gets in your way. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Why me?
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
You're interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about the Protheans.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
I care about Ash. A lot.
I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction between us, Shepard.
I'm gonna play this out because I like the love triangle, like, confrontation scene. And because I like Liara. She's a sweetheart. I don't. Some people really don't like her. I don't get it.
You're right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen, and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Don't tell me a little danger puts you off.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
What codex entry do we get for that? Solarian biology? That's kind of weird. I want to get a Solarian biology codex entry for that conversation. Where do they sleep? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Seriously, it would not have been hard to design, just tweak the design of this ship just a little bit to make it make sense.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what
you bet, Commander.
Commander, good to see you. You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Excuse me.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
You know, what bugs me is that that's played for laughs, right? But in the game, the genophage actually affects the hormones of the female Krogan. That's why a fertile female Krogan is so valuable to Krogan society. And so it's like kind of stupid that a male Krogan would be like, I could get new testicles and it will increase my virility. Because they just completely don't understand. And you would think that before you go spending a fortune on an illegal organ transplant, maybe you do some research. But that shit happens in real life too. People do stupid shit without doing any research at all. So it's funny, but it's also kind of sad.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Yeah? Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. They wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up what's-her-name? T'Soni?
Liara. Why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. Anyway, interested in a quick drink? It's a special occasion.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the First Contact War ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
My controller cord just hanging up.
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I suppose I should say something about what I've been doing. You know, because this is a most tragic Shepard playthrough. What I'm trying to do is make, and I've said this before and I'm going to say it again here. What I'm trying to do is make Shepard's life the most tragic path that I can. Now you can get the Loneliest Shepard playthrough, which just involves either not recruiting characters or getting them killed off and just not establishing connections. Typically with a Loneliest Shepard, you just don't romance anyone, you don't befriend anyone. If you can, you just avoid recruiting people. You go through all of Mass Effect 1 without recruiting Liara. Or Garrus. Or Rex, I think. Either way, you don't have to recruit any of them. You can go through with basically just, your human companions. But that's not what I want to do. So I want a friendship with Rex. I want a friendship with Garrus. I want the relationship with Ashley. Because what's more tragic than not having those connections? Having those connections and then having them ripped away. At least in my opinion. Now, they do say it's better to have loved and lost, never to have loved at all. I would tend to agree. But narratively, you feel more. It is more emotionally devastating to have that connection and then to lose it.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. It takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of him.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
I should have figured this out myself. I don't know how I can help you, though.
Look at who I am, Shepard. Do you ever hear me ask for help? It's not that bad things don't happen to me. If you stay with me long enough, maybe I'll tell you about some of them. But I deal with them myself. I don't need a shoulder to cry on, a knight to rescue me, or a man to make me happy. This is who I am. I like her. And you better like her too. So, you still interested in me? Baggage and all?
Again, it's not that Ashley isn't a good character. Like, I do think that she's well written. She's very well acted. Her backstory is well developed. Her character, even her values. I just don't personally like her. You know, and I know I keep saying this, but 90% of the time I play this game, unless I'm doing a specific playthrough like this, she doesn't survive the first game if I'm playing, if I'm making the decisions. Because I just don't like her, and frankly, I find between her and Kaidan, I find Kaidan's story much more satisfying than hers. Plus, you don't get a stupid, ridiculous service switching rank fuck up like you do with her. I just... Ugh.
Everyone comes with baggage, Ash. The trick is finding a matched set.
That's awful. Tell me you got that out of a fortune cookie. But hey, once we save the galaxy, maybe the Alliance will get its act together. Start acting like an actual government.
Big dreams. Governments never get any better, Ash.
We better get going then. Seems I've got something to look forward to after we're done.
More than you know. I have a feeling things will come to a head soon. But don't worry, Shepard. I'll protect you.
I understand why certain people like Ash. I do. Like, I can see the appeal. She's just not for me. What I don't understand is why so many people hate Kaidan and just dismiss him outright. I like Kaidan. I think he's got a pretty good character. He's not... His personality isn't outrageous or anything, but he's got a good character, a solid backstory, solid motivations, and a solid set of values. He's a very grounded character. And it helps that Raphael Sbarge, I think, is a criminally underrated voice actor. His live action acting also great. His role in Voyager, which I've also been rewatching. Not because of Raphael Sbarge, but I've been rewatching it because of a channel I watch called Janelle Waz. Does Star Trek breakdowns. But his recurring role in that was actually really good. And I cannot watch Independence Day without hearing his voice and thinking of Carth Onassi, who I just got the action figure of. Black Series action figure of Carth Onassi and Mission Val from Knights of the Old Republic. Pretty good figures. Not totally happy with Carth's face on the figure, but still worth getting.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
We lost a lot of the colonists. I don't see how we could have done more, but I still feel bad about it. I mean, we are out here to protect them.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Tally, and then I'm gonna do... I think I'm gonna go, visit the Citadel again.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Let's see, there's Admiral Rail Zora, Han Garel, God damn. Rail Zora, Han Garel, Zalcoris, Shalaron, and Zen. What's her name? Anyway, the 5 members of the Admiralty Board.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Theron's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Theron. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Yeah, enough about your dead mother. Let's talk about something
I should
else.
go.
I'm gonna leave.
Later.
I should go. Yeah, I know, it's just an effect of how the dialogue system works. It just seems like there could have been... It just seems like an awkward way to leave that conversation. I do really like Tally, though. Like I said, Mass Effect is just, to me, it's BioWare at its best. There are flaws in all 3 games. All 3 games have things that aren't great. But on balance, the whole trilogy just is super, super strong. And yeah, there's problems with, like, Mass Effect 3's original ending. I still think that I really respect BioWare for coming out with the free DLC to kind of give the epilogue and fix some of the problems. I really respect them for it. They didn't have to do that. They could have just dropped it, kind of like with Andromeda. But Mass Effect 3, even when it first came out, I had my criticisms. I was a little disappointed with the original endings. But even still, it had a lot of really good points to it. And with the DLCs that came out, especially the Citadel DLC, which everyone raves about, and for really good fucking reason. It is a wonderful DLC that, honestly, I think is the best DLC for any game that has ever come out. The Citadel DLC is just, it is so good. I really cannot think of a better DLC, or even one that really comes close. There are great DLCs out there, but the Citadel DLC just works so well. And it really hit at the right time, too, because people were still disappointed with the ending of 3. And Citadel just kind of came out, and it just kind of took all those unresolved bits and just kind of condensed them into one DLC that was pitch perfect. It had the action, it had really good comedy, the timing was great, the story just kind of fit, and you had catharsis with all these characters, and it was just so awesome. But anyway, overall, Mass Effect just is a great series. The writing for all the characters is awesome. The characters themselves are really good, with the exception of, like, Jacob Taylor, who I just fucking hate. I can't totally tell you everything. Like, that video I put in the chat is
equalizing interior
I think
pressure
it just
with exterior atmosphere.
perfectly captures
Logged.
all
The
the
commanding
criticisms
officer
of
is
Jacob.
ashore.
But even with
Exo
Jacob,
Presley has the deck.
he's the worst character. But even still, it's not like he's a one-dimensional piece of wood. Like, he exists, he's got a backstory, he actually does have a personality, as wooden as it is. He actually does fit in with the universe. You just don't like him. He's just the most insufferable character. But again, even with all that,
Exogeny officials have announced that their research colony
he's still
on
better
Ferris
than
is being
characters
shut
in
down.
other series.
Difficult living conditions combined with poor yield of viable discoveries made it economically unfeasible to keep the colony going. Exogeny stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Hey, we're gonna do
Police
this.
have been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News.
Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What sort of questions?
People back home have heard a lot of wild stories about you, Commander. I can give you the chance to set the record straight. What do you say?
So long as you understand that I may not be able to answer all questions.
I'm sure our viewers will understand. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
I try to keep in mind that it's just another form of duty. I still wear a uniform.
But there's a difference between protecting human interests and Citadel interests. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
I'm trying to think of what actually works. And granted, this doesn't really have any direct effect on whether Shepard's life is satisfactory or tragic. I mean...
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I've had enough of your snide insinuations.
You son of a bitch! I'll make sure everyone in the Alliance sees that. Your career is over.
Your career is over. He's a fucking Spectre. You can do jack shit. Ugh. That's so satisfying. I hate Khalees have been seen in Al Jelani Westerland news.
Hello, Commander. I'll open the rare stocks for you.
Hey, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna walk around the Citadel here. Oh wait, I can go talk to, what's his name? But I'm gonna walk around the Citadel because I think I should be able to talk to Conrad again. And there's a couple other missions I think I might be able to do.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You forgot to mention the data about the Keeper.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorban, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if
Why does it
Shorban
look
can
like he's got a
forgive and forget,
lightsaber on his
then
side?
so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander.
It looks like a lightsaber. Never noticed that before. Wonder if that's a Volus thing or literally just Jalid. Yeah, another thing I love about the diversification mod. Female Turian. Like, just... Yeah, I know I've mentioned the female Turians in, like, Korra's Den, but... You didn't see female Turians at all until Mass Effect 3 in the Omega DLC. Here, we've got them working for CSEC, which I think is awesome. You know, it's a DLC that just, it adds more diversity Which,
Binary Helix has
loaded
settled
word,
out of court with a Krogan
but
group that
in
had
this
accused the
universe,
Genetics Corporation of fraud.
it makes no sense to
The
only
Krogan
ever
group
see
had
male
contracted
Turians, male
Binary Helix to
Solarians,
perform studies
male
with a
Krogan
long-range goal of
walking around.
curing their genetic sterilization.
Granted, female
The group later
Krogan,
sued for a return of
it wouldn't
investment
really
money
make a
when the
whole lot of
study
sense,
produced
just
no
given
viable
the
results.
political situation on Tachanka, but... Yeah, I like seeing more varied characters running around. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna do the Dr. Michelle thing just because it would allow me to do the Baines thing, which would let me get more into the Cerberus. Yeah, that's right. I want Shepard to know about Cerberus. If for no other reason than it makes his allying with them and them betraying him
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander
just
Shepard!
that much worse.
That's not what I heard.
And
It's out of my hands, Rita. I'd bring her back in a second, but she doesn't want
No,
to.
we're not doing the Rita thing.
I'll see if I can talk some sense into the
I actually don't know what happens to Jenna if you don't help her out. Good question.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me,
I also don't think anything particular happens with Emily Wong.
Oh, sure, I can return that for you.
Thanks. Hasn't worked well so far.
Welcome back.
Is the lightsaber thing a... It is just a Volus thing. Hang on. Photo mode. What is... Do the Volus carry around lightsabers? It's like hooked to their suit. Are the Volus Jedi? What the hell? How did I never notice that before? Interesting. Okay. Never would have guessed that. I never would have noticed that before, but I don't know. Just bizarre, I guess.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want?
You were expecting a delivery of medical supplies?
But I was told the doctor would be bringing them.
Change of plans.
A change, but the doctor... I don't... This is not right, human.
Shut up, Moreland. I told Baines you'd screw this up.
What the hell's going on here? Who are you?
Leave the doctor alone, or you'll have to deal with me.
We can end this if you just bring me those supplies. Otherwise, I'll start telling people about the doctor's little secret.
That secret dies with you.
Then we do this.
Well, that'll certainly change things around here. For the better. He was a brute. A bully.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human. I only worked with the one who spoke with the doctor.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think.
He's
Very good
so
things I have. You will see.
unaffected. I don't remember where Conrad is, because in the vanilla game he's just always at the top of the stairs at the markets there. He never changes position. He just keeps coming back to that spot. With the mod, there he goes. He changes position,
I've been waiting for you
which
to
is
get
cool.
back.
But when you're trying to intentionally do it, it can be a little bit like,
Got an
where
idea,
the hell
and
is
I
this
wanted
guy?
to run it by you.
I've got a lot going on right now, but I can spare a moment.
Great. This'll just take a minute. With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
Conrad, I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'd make a great Spectre. I'd be right there with you, showing the Council what humanity is capable of. I know you're afraid to trust people after losing your team at Akuz, but I'd never let you down.
What about your wife, Conrad? She trusts you too. Aren't you letting her down?
What? I don't understand.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
Yeah, we're going to be nice to Conrad because, again, setting up things for later. Also, if you have the right things, Conrad doesn't always just accuse you of pointing a gun in his face in two. If you did, you can fix that. And there actually is a completely different set of dialogue option, or set of dialogue, for if you were nice to him instead of intimidating him.
What do you say we head down to Cora's den after shift?
If you have the spacer background,
Damn, I forgot that was today.
God, what's his name? An old coworker of your mother's will be standing here, and you'll get to talk with him about how Zabalita, that's his name. Get to talk with him about how bad things have been for him.
Is this better than CSEC?
Fighting a rogue Spectre with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way? I'd say that beats CSEC.
There may just be hope for you yet, Turian.
Yeah, he's got a lightsaber too. What the hell? I guess all the Volus are just Jedi. Just... Oh yeah, that's right. I needed to talk to Dr. Michelle. There's a rapid transit there. Boards Med Clinic. I'm mainly walking around just because I don't want to miss anything, and I can never really quite trust my own memory. I've missed things before, and I don't really want to.
How did things go?
I killed him.
Oh, I didn't realize things would get so... At least it's over. I can't pay you for your help, but I can give you a discount on any supplies you purchase here.
The thug said he worked for a man named Baines. Sound familiar?
Baines? I wonder if he means Armiston Baines. We worked together a long time ago.
What can you tell me about him?
Last I heard, the Alliance military was contracting him for some research in the Traverse.
We should follow up with Captain Anderson.
We'll see what the captain can tell us.
I wish I could tell you more. Is there anything else I can help you with, Commander?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander. Nice talking to you.
And we're gonna go to the embassies. I always really like the way the Presidium is, because it's actually the inside of a circular habitat, which is just awesome. Like, yeah, if you really look, hang on, got the field off, you really look, it's very obvious that it's just, you know, the effect is, I mean, it's an illusion, right? Obviously, they didn't program all of that as a 3D environment, but it's a really cool view. I mean, we've seen the inside of circular space stations in, like, 2001: A Space Odyssey, or, what was it? Mission to Mars? Or Red Planet? I don't know. No, it would have been Mission to Mars. Anyway, there's a bunch, right? There's a bunch of movies with circular habitats. But this scale is pretty freaking huge. Like, they say the Presidium has a diameter of 10 kilometers. Which is huge. Why would he have... There we go. There we go. Oh, Charles Saraceno.
Could you spare a moment of your time?
Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain Baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
So anyone not familiar, the Terra Firma Party are a human-centric party that is heavily favored by Cerberus.
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest?
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
Also, another thing that the mod did. In the vanilla game, he's protesting down on the wards, which I guess does make sense, but protesting at the embassies is a... I would say that it makes more sense.
I don't know Terra Firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
Glad to see some humans growing a backbone.
Excuse me, I don't believe human politics are any of your business.
My business is whatever I say it is.
Enough, both of you.
Very well, Commander. My apologies.
I'm a patriot, Mr. Saraceno. You've got my vote.
It is gratifying to hear that. We can't allow anything like Shanxi to happen again. Since I have your vote, could I convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy? The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
Here's the thing, is I'm gonna do this, but it disgusts me because legally
to stand up for human rights.
Excellent. I'll have my people contact you. Don't worry. We'll take care of everything. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
God, you could vote for whoever you want. And outside of, like, wearing your uniform, you can, you know, help politicians, you can volunteer and shit. You can't make a public statement using your position as a member of the military to endorse a candidate. That's not okay.
I've got 3 days of paperwork to finish by the end of my shift today.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
God, it makes me sick. I hate it. I hate it so much. I don't remember if I scanned this keeper or not. Oh, I guess I did.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Charles Saraceno in front of Samesh. And then still continue to just ignore Smash.
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
It's Commander, actually. What do you want?
Of course, right to business. That's
Is
why
another one
humanity
where
has
they
the
moved
best
him in
damn
the
fleet in the
mod?
galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
Yeah. So originally, he's stationed outside of Flux, the club on the wards, which doesn't really make any sense because it's like, I guess kind of, because he's looking to score some drugs, but it makes more sense for him to be on the Presidium.
Don't try to sell me on this. Just tell me what you want.
I need you to buy a mental stimulant for me. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
Why is this deal so important?
The Solarians want to set up long-term trade agreements. There are billions of credits at stake. If I don't get the drug, my assistant will take over and mess up the whole deal. It would be a disaster.
Is your assistant incompetent, or just inexperienced?
Worse. He's an alien sympathizer. My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
I'll see what I can do, but I can't guarantee anything.
I understand. I'll pay you back for it. And I can even throw in a little extra. Thanks for your help. Like I said, you can find the stimulant over in the medbay.
I saw your Ferris report. If we had known anything about the Thorian, Exogeny would never have been given the permits to start a colony there. I just wish you'd saved the colony. We can't afford too many failures in the Traverse. It's one of our major expansion regions.
I would have saved the colony if I could have. But stopping Saren is more important.
Sometimes I envy you, Commander. Running around the galaxy doing whatever you please, never worried about the long-term consequences. No, you leave that to me.
That's your
I
job.
look at the big picture, and usually it's not very pretty.
That's your job. You're the ambassador.
Just ignore him, Shepard. The ambassador's a little bitter sometimes. Comes with the job.
Well, maybe you should learn to, you know, stop bitching. Yeah, I get. Shepard's important, and he actually should be concerned about the big picture. But the fact that all he does is bitch about everything Commander Shepard does is just ridiculous. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I can go back there anyway. I was going to ask Anderson about Baines. I totally forgot to do it.
Yes, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
No, that's not what I wanted.
I chose to... Of course.
There we go. Oh, Metagel upgrade. Okay. Mental stimulant. Something that you can do, that I love to do in normal playthroughs, is buy the depressant. It's there for a reason. So you could buy the stimulant and give it to Elias Keeler, or you could buy the depressant, and you could tell him it's a stimulant. And be like, here you go! And then he'll just take it without looking at anything, which tells you how much of a junkie he is. But it's just hilarious to just give him the depressant. You son of a bitch.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
No, Samesh, I cannot.
Any luck getting what I asked for?
Here's the drug you asked for.
Perfect. The Solarians will never see me coming. Here, this is for your trouble. Thanks for your help. I won't trouble you again.
Alright, so now we're going to go talk to Anderson about Baines. I know where there's one more keeper I can scan. Which reminds me. Scan the keepers. 16 out of 20. Jeez.
Yes, Commander?
What do you know about Armiston Baines?
Where did you hear that name? Never mind, I don't want to know. Baines is dead. Has been for quite some time.
The people I spoke with seem to think he was still alive.
It's not common knowledge. Military is keeping it under wraps. Baines was doing some high-level work for the Alliance. Stuff even I wasn't aware of. One day he turns up dead on a drifting scout ship. Everyone suspects it was foul play, but it was never officially investigated.
What can you tell me about the ship?
I don't know much about it. You should talk to Admiral Kahoku. One of his crews discovered Bane's body.
I spoke to Kahoku. He never brought it up.
You should mention Baines the next time you see him. See if he'll tell you anything. Is there anything else, Commander?
Do you know anything about Vermeer?
Sorry, Shepard. I've never even heard of it before all this. You'll have to go out there and check it out for yourself.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
Nope. Still can't. I'd say sorry, but I don't want to lie to you. Hey, look at that. Got a great big lake going all the way down the Presidium. Giant Krogan statue to celebrate their service in the Rachni War. There's so many good touches here. The walkways crossing up top. Like, I love this environment. It's a great environment. Oh, there's another keeper.
Human commander.
Ah, there we go. Which means... Yep, 10. That should be the last metagel and grenade upgrades that I need. Okay. First I'm going to see, I don't remember if there's any keepers up here that I missed. I don't think so. But I can check anyway. Also, if you read Mass Effect Revelation, there is such a difference between the council chamber as described in that book and the council chamber here. It is very different. Like, almost hilariously different. One more keeper.
No. Commander, is there something you need? If not, I've got some things I need to take care of.
Captain Anderson said you'd have information on Baines.
Not as much as I'd like to. One of my crews found him, frozen stiff on board a derelict vessel. I sent a recon group to investigate the system where we found his body. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though. I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ships. Maybe you can get some answers.
I hope he's okay.
Okay, so now I'm missing Like, what? Well, I'm missing 2 keepers, but I only need 1. And I don't remember where in the hell they are. Let's see. Was there one back there? Now I can't remember. I'm gonna look.
Fist had a good thing going here. Too bad he got greedy. First time I was here, I dropped a bundle in the casino. Got so mad I put my fist through one of the machines.
CSEC always turned a blind eye to what went on in here. I think Fist was paying someone off.
Okay, no.
I got business here, but not with you.
No, I really do not know where that last keeper is. I'll find it eventually. Either way.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another Profile in Courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, Serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Makes you wonder if Presley ever goes ashore.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, Ms. Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. The brass isn't happy with the way you treated her. This comes straight from the Joint Military Command.
Sir, she was gonna make me look bad no matter what I said.
Well, there were better ways to handling it than knocking her on her ass. As satisfying as it was to see. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
I love Admiral Hackett. And again, not just because he's played by Lance Henriksen. He's kind of a no bullshit guy who just, yeah, he's a good guy. I really like him. Oh my god, there's so many missions to do. And I'm gonna do a lot of these missions offline. I might just record it and throw a video up. I'm not gonna live stream it. We'll see. We'll see how I feel when I do it. But overall, I just wanted to see if there was going to be another thing, but holy crap. Anyway, I'm going to save it and end it there. If you watched, thank you for watching, and see you next time.